What's going on, guys? My name's Theoatrix, and today I'm bringing a brand new series to my channel called Old School RuneScape Tips and Tricks. In each episode of this series, I'm going to include a variety of small things in RuneScape which really are going to improve your quality of life in game. Some of the ideas I'm going to show in this video may be pretty common ideas, but I'm going to include absolutely everything I can think of, so if you already know a couple of these, but I think these videos will definitely help at least a few people out there, and I'm also going to include a lot of really obscure ideas as well, so hopefully everyone can learn from this. Each episode will include 10 tips or tricks, and yeah, let's get right into it. The first tip of this episode is the way to basically have unlimited tokens at the Warriors Guild. To do this, you need to have at least 100 tokens in the first place to be able to enter the Cyclops room, and then once you enter, you have to kill one, leave the room, and re-enter, and then just repeat. By doing this, you don't actually use any tokens at all since the 1 minute timer starts each time you enter. The Clan Wars White Portal is a great alternative if you don't have a restoration pool in your house. Going in and then out of the portal restores your hit points, prayer points, stats, and also removes your skull. So if you accidentally get skulled or something, you can go there and it removes it. But one downside is that it doesn't give you any special attack back. The function keys, or the F keys, are pretty much vital in RuneScape for bossing and PKing. And to set those up, you go to the settings icon and then go to the top right joystick, click on the functions options, and then this lets you change the hotkeys to any F key that you want. And using them really helps with bossing and means you can do a lot more in a shorter amount of time. With certain foods, it's possible to eat up to 3 things in the same game tick. One of the most commonly used combos is a shark, then a brew, and then a karambwan. The brew can be replaced with any potion, so it means you can eat a shark and then something like a prayer potion and then a karambwan, all in the same game tick. For free-to-play players, you can actually eat a pizza and then something like a swordfish in a very quick time, but it's not on the same game tick. There's just a slower eating time for pizzas. Another tip is to use the mini-game teleports, which actually have their own timer for when you can use them, and that timer is every 30 minutes. It doesn't actually link to the home teleport timer, so you can use both a home teleport and a minigame teleport in the same 30 minutes. The most useful minigame teleports are the Nightmare Zone one, which takes you obviously to the minigame, and also it takes you to Yanel, which is kind of hard for lower level players to get to, but you do need to at least have unlocked the Nightmare Zone to use that teleport. The Castle Wars teleport is really good for Iron Men for going to the absolute other side of RuneScape without needing a dueling ring. Also, the Pest Control teleport is a great way to get to places like Kurend or to the charter ships, because you can literally just take the boat off Pest Control and then you're literally right next to the Kurend guy and the charter ship. Jugs of wine are actually probably one of the cheapest food sources in the game. They cost 3 coins each and they actually heal 11 hit points per wine. Of course, they can be a little bit annoying since you get a jug once you drink it, but the cost of them makes it worth the extra hassle of having to drop them. One thing you need to keep in mind though is that wines actually lower your attack level. So they can't really be used if you're melee training, but they are really good for range training, magic training, the Wintertodt minigame, agility, and just generally places where you need to heal, like during a quest or something like that. A small tip that I'm adding into this video is the fact that you can use the spacebar and numbers on your keyboard to get through certain chat options. You can press 1, 2, 3, 4, all the buttons for each option going down the chat box, and the spacebar instead of the click to continue button. The Ava's Accumulator or the Ava's Attractor, you might notice that it randomly gets steel items or random other shit popping up in your inventory when you're wearing it. You can actually toggle this option on and off by right clicking and clicking the commune option. I guess it could be okay for Iron Man to keep it on since it gives steel bars and other kind of useful items, but most of the time it's really annoying and I turn it off. If you have a bank pin, this one might be really helpful for you. If you talk to a banker and then ask about your PIN options, there's actually an option for you to turn off having to put in your bank PIN every time you hop worlds or log out for a minute or 2. The maximum timer you can put on it is 5 minutes though, so you can't go AFK for ages and then come back and not have to put a PIN in, but it really helps if you're world hopping. With the quick prayers, you can actually use it as a way to prayer flick with more than one prayer at a time. So let's say you only have 40 prayer or something, and that means you can't use piety, so you can't have all the combos in one prayer. So instead, you have an attack prayer, a strength prayer, and a defense prayer. You activate them on your quick prayers, and you can use them all at the same time while you're prayer flicking. Also, you can flick your protection prayers and defensive prayers at the same time, which can come in kinda handy for things maybe like Dagannoth Kings, where there might be more than one thing attacking you, or random other places. Anyways guys, that's 10 tips for today's episode. It's now time for clip of the day. Iron Nally here got a Master Clue scroll, and the task from the Master Clue was to kill a Lizard Man Shaman. Well, he managed to get a Dragon Warhammer on his first ever Shaman kill. It says 2 kill count for the Lizard Man, but that's only because he killed a regular Lizard Man while he was running to the Shamans. That's so lucky to get on your first kill, man, and such an awesome item to have on your Iron Man. Congratulations. Anyways guys, thanks for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like. Also subscribe if you're new. As always, thanks for watching and have a nice day.